Hello, and welcome to the Notary Life with Kimmi Podcast. I am also one of the trainers with Notary Educators, which includes myself, Kimberly Nunnally, Angela Johnson, and Alexis Franklin. We each own our own very successful notary businesses and teach notaries in all 50 states to be great and grow their own business. We will discuss general notary work, apostilles, ink fingerprinting, and the duties of a notary signing agent, and much, much more. For all of your notary needs, please visit notaryeducatorsllc.com. We hope you enjoy the show, and we wish you much success. Hello. Welcome to Notary Life with Kimmi. How is everyone doing? I want to say hi to those who are here live, those who will join on the replay, and those who will listen to the podcast. How's it going, people? How is it going? Happy Monday. Many of you are traveling. I know this, but your girl is working today. So today is Monday, 6 o'clock. Typically, we're here back on track. So we'll see how many people will be joining us. YouTube has to do their thing. And I was just going to talk a little bit about, hey, everybody, welcome. What it takes to start your notary business, how notary educators can be a part of your journey, answering any of your questions that you may have about starting a business. Just go over what's going on in the industry. There are a few things going on, and just kind of chat it up today. So, like I said, I know it is the holiday. Some of you are off. Some of you may be working like me. I work 7 days a week. I don't typically take time off. Hey, welcome everybody. I don't typically take too many days off where I just shut my business down. If I'm not working, I'm sending the work to someone else. I'm not assigning service, so I don't get paid. I just refer it out to Angela, Ladero, somebody else in the area. So, yeah. So anyway, let's chat it up. So what is going on in these notary streets? So let's talk a little bit. Let's get started. I won't hold you any longer than waiting on YouTube to tell people, because that's their business. Those that are here, we're going to start talking. So one thing I wanted to mention before we get started about how to start your business is what's going on in the industry. So many are aware interest rates are dropping. They are scheduled to continue to drop. So what we do, especially those who do loan signing agent work, is based on the market. It is based loosely on the market. Property is being sold all day, every day. Somebody's buying somewhere, somehow, right? But the greater bulk of the loan modifications and refinance is tied to the market. So we all know that. Hey, Notary fam, it's Kimmi. I am here to let you know, just in case you have not heard about the Notary Business Coaching Success Program. We meet weekly. We talk about your notarial duties, how to do an acknowledgement, how to do a jurat, how to administer an oath, everything you've been asking for. And guess what else is included? Unlimited access to all of my trainings that will also include ink fingerprinting, trust/estate documents. Learn how to properly execute a trust. Don't forget, we also have the private community, like-minded notaries who have been trained by me. Check out my book that I've written for each state, How to Start Your Notary Business in Alabama, California. You get the point. Wherever you're located, there's a book for your state. Well, hopefully I'll see you soon over in training. Notary Educators, LLC. We got you covered. Bye. But that being the case, I'm getting alerts. Like I just got one before I went live, and this person says, hey, this is such and such from Notary Services blank. We do a national mobile notary. We haven't found anyone available to come to this client's appointment. And they found me on signingagent.com, right? So they're desperate. Not that they're going to signingagent.com, but that they put it out and they couldn't find anyone. So now they're having to go through the manual process of looking for a notary. That happens all day long. People cannot find a notary. So my point in telling you that is, yes, we're waiting on interest rates to drop. However, documents are being signed every day, all day. People cannot find a notary. Now, I did refer this one out to a fellow notary, and I just saw that they posted it in another Facebook group that they didn't accept it because this person was just paying too low. So I am getting a lot of alerts. I get most of mine from signingorder.com, and that's who I typically would tell you to sign up with first. I am not anti-working with signing companies because signing companies do pay you money. And now all I want to do is get the money. So it just depends on all the parameters. How much are they paying? How far do I have to drive? I take all of that into account before I make a decision. So that's one piece of the puzzle I want to talk about, that there is still work. More work is to come. So don't wait until the market is ready and ripe and then you want to hop into the business or dust off your notary stamp. Now's the time. Let's get this training done. Let's build this business out. Let's be able to accept payments. Let's start advertising. Now is the time. So what's going on with you? And then we'll get back into the other announcement or other observation about the market I wanted to talk about. What's going on in your notary business? Tell me something, people. Tell me something. I know y'all just want to hear me. What's going on in your business? What is going on? Are you doing more signings, more general notary? What are you doing? Notary down south. What's up? What's up? What's going on in your businesses? What's going on? And Notary down south, I know your daughter was starting the business. Is she doing anything with it? Yeah. And again, the market is changing in the sense that interest rates are lower. People are starting to do more shaking and moving towards the end of the summer. People getting back into school, so they want to be stable for the rest of the year. So anyway, now the other thing I want to talk about is, if you haven't heard, I mentioned this the other day, but I found that in our Facebook group, Notary Educators, we are getting a whole lot more realtors signing up. A whole lot more signing. She's my dedicated witness. Cool. Keep it in the family. Loving it. Yeah, so I'm finding a lot of realtors are starting to find out about this notary business, guys. They already know about it, but now they're starting to investigate it for themselves. So that just means, I don't want to use the C word, but it is what it is. It means more competition. Some people will say, well, it means greater opportunities to network. That's true too, but at the end of the day, we are competitors, just like Burger King and McDonald's are competitors, right? They sell hamburgers. They never work together. Okay, you never see Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, and Wendy's all come together. Let's just be clear. So they're in straight up profit business mode, right? So they never come together. But as notaries, we're in a little different genre, so we can come together sometimes, right? But you never see McDonald's and Burger King and Wendy's and all of them working together. They are straight up competition, like I just said. So these realtors, because what happened, for those of you who do not know, with realtors, they were able to say, for instance, I'm buying a property or I'm selling a property. Either way, I would be responsible for paying 6% to the realtor, even though they ain't working for me, they're working for the other person. Well, now the part that I would pay as the seller is off the table, that 3%. And I hope I'm explaining it easily and correctly. But typically, one person would pay the whole commission to a realtor. That's what would happen. So now the new law is, no, why should I have to pay them to sell my house? They're not working for me. They're working for the seller, or the buyer rather, okay? So now their income has been cut in half from realtors. Now, again, is it necessarily a bad thing? No, because signings still have to happen. And if we're not going to do it, we have our commission, we're sitting on it, then somebody else got to do it, right? So they're pouncing on the opportunity. So like I said, if you're not a part of our Facebook group, Notary Educators is our Facebook page, is completely free. There are many, again, realtors just hopping on over there. And it's just like, wow, I'm really surprised at how many. So anyway, let's see, I had a message here. Okay, cool. So anyway, so just be mindful that if you already have your commission, you already have your supplies, and you're just lacking training or confidence, now's the time to get it. Don't let the realtors come in and swoop up your market. No, you already got everything. You just need to execute. Okay? So I want you guys to think about that. So now let's get into some tips about how to start a successful business, okay? How to do that. The first thing is you get your commission. We already know that, right? You may not. So you go to your local state and get your notary commission. And because I had someone call me just today, matter of fact, she's here in Georgia though. And she says, hey, I'm going to get my commission. Will they give it to me on the spot? Unfortunately, yeah, they do. I say unfortunately because they give you the commission and you don't know what to do next. You don't know how to, the handbook is not as clear as it could be on teaching you how to properly execute documents, how to get the job done. So that's what I was telling her. I said, yes, they will give you a commission the same day. Okay, you will be commissioned. And then she was asking about the training that we offer, whatever. So that's the first thing you want to do. Secondly, I highly recommend let's get some training. So what do we offer in the way of training at Notary Educators? Is the Notarize Like a Pro, the self-paced courses. But if you have not heard, I have rolled out the Notary Business Success Coaching Program. What is that, you may say? The Notary Business Success Coaching Program is just that. We are helping you to have a successful business. It includes all of my 8 trainings included at your leisure, complete unlimited access to those, as well as we meet weekly. We meet weekly to discuss either what you've learned from the trainings, the self-paced trainings, or I always have a topic that I'm teaching and helping you grow your business every week. And then the other half of the session is Q&A. So that's been working out really nice. I'm so proud of the program. And it's only $39.99 per month at the time of this recording. So again, that's all access to the trainings that I offer, which is 8 of them. Notarize Like a Pro, the trust document, estate, pricing your services, ink fingerprinting, everything that I have, again, it's 8 products and complete access. And then actually weekly lessons with me, weekly live workshops. And then you also have access to a private chat. So it's only $39.99 per month. It's actually, again, going very, very, very good. So what questions do you have for me about your business? So as I continue, let me go on just a little bit more, and I'm going to get Kim's question. So the next thing is, so you have your commission, you have some training. The next thing are your notary supplies. You can get those right at Notary Educators website. I have a supply list. Okay. And you can check that out. And I'm talking like that because someone's trying to text me and I had to take that. So anyway, yeah, but check out the supply list that I have. Your basics that you're going to need are your journal, some ink pens, your stamp, okay, and receipt book, collecting payments. So we go over all of that in the trainings, how to get started. And I will mention too, for those of you who may not be ready to do any live training and you really just want to know what all encompasses the business, you can check out my Start Your Notary Business book. Okay. These 2 I have in my hand. One is for Georgia, one is for Florida, or Georgia, Florida. But I have one for each state. All 50 states have their own book. So you can buy that at Notary Educators LLC also. And that will help you to learn what you can do in the business. Okay. I go over the basic supplies and how to start your business. This book is really amazing too. I must say that everything I have is amazing, guys. And it's very simple. It's not that complicated. You always hear me say that. So let's see what Kim is saying. Kim is saying, hey, Kimmi, I haven't done one signing. I've had my commission since 2021. I also took the NNA exam and the long signing examination, passed them both. I did market myself and then I gave up. Well, Kim, why'd you give up? You can't give up. What does that mean? I marketed myself. What kind of marketing did you do? When you were doing the with the long signing piece of it, did you sign it with signingorder.com? Did you pay the $2.99 per month? Did you accept some of the lower price jobs just to get started? I know that was a lot of questions, right? But that's typically, I can always kind of tell what somebody needs in their business, just asking a few questions. So Kim, put some responses in there to those questions I asked. And why did you give up? Why did you give up? Welcome, everybody, those who are just joining us. What questions do you have about starting your business? I've given a few tips already. Again, get your commission, get the training. I've went down our training here at Notary Educators, how we can help you get your supplies, and you need to learn how to price your services, because if you don't know how to price your services, you still don't have a business. Making sure you have proper insurance is also important. What questions do you have about starting your notary business? I know even today I entered 80 people, welcomed 80 people into our Facebook group today. So I put out a mass text that I was going to be post that I was going to be live here today. So we'll see how many people actually come and take advantage of it. So, I don't want you to give up. It's not easy growing a business. We're not taught how to build businesses, most of us. If you've not taken some formal education regarding that in households, a lot of times it's not spoken about how to build a business. So it is complicated. It's hard. And it's not, when I say it's complicated to motivate yourself, to self-motivate. The average person, they're not going to be able to do it without some assistance. And that's why we love the coaching program. We're here to help you to grow your business. Hey, Joanne, one of the newbies in the house. Welcome. Yeah, so that's what the coaching program is all about. People are doing exceptionally well. They're ordering their supplies. They're learning their notarial duties. They're feeling more confident. They're helping each other. And that's what I find a lot of people are lacking. Joanne, what can we best assist you with today in your business? That's what I find today. A lot of people, why you don't execute, or why it's hard for you to, because you don't know what to do. You just don't. So that's why this is a good place to start. Start your notary business book. Again, get the one for your state. This one is for Florida. I got all 50 states covered. And in the book, again, I go through step by step how to build out that business. And let's see. Yeah, I talk about the journal, the insurance, general notary work, the different services you can offer. So I'm going to highly recommend start there, but then join the coaching program. It's only $39.99. You have nothing to lose. You have access to the training. And I believe at the end of that, between the training and the live coaching part of it, that a lot of us are going to start really executing. And we're seeing some good things over in the group. Joanne says, thank you. And I'm excited and nervous at the same time. Yeah, and I get that. It is unnerving. And, the majority of us are not extrovert, where we just love talking to people. And you cannot be shy in this business. You cannot. I find that a lot of times too. People are like, I don't know what to say. So in the coaching sessions we will be doing, and we have been doing some mock, like live interactions. Mm-hmm. Everything I do is live. It's very much interactive. And we will be doing some live marketing sessions together, in the sense I will be asking you, what do you say when you go to the nursing home? How do you say it? We do mock phone calls even now. Joanne says, my question was going to be, do you recommend one-on-one or doing the $39.99 for someone that knows nothing about it? So that's going to be a choice you have to make, Joanne. And let's explain the two differences, because I went over that with the young lady earlier. With the one-on-one, that's going to get you equipped quicker. The one-on-one is going to be like a 2-hour session, and we cover how to do your duties, how to market, how to price, just about built in a business, built in a day, like a couple of hours. We just break it down express, right? The coaching is more like the one-on-one. I mean, not one-on-one, the more group, where you can watch the courses. They're pretty self-explanatory. They're like you and I sitting in a room talking, right? And I'm still teaching you, but then you have the coaching piece of it, the live piece where, hey, Kimmi, I watched this video. I'm still unclear about ABC. Now, like, for example, we've been doing the coaching since July. So we've gone over like proper acknowledgments, jurats, administering an oath. We've gone over quite a bit. You have access to the replays. So you can go back. I try to write the course in such a way where it's taking you step by step to build your business. But again, as I always tell even the people in the training, in the sessions, you don't have to wait till I get to a topic. you go ahead and go forward, because you might be ready to start tomorrow and I'm still explaining something different, So it's a nice mix. The coaching sessions are, but if you want it all in like 2 hours, then yeah, the one-on-one session will be great for you. That's why I tell people, take your time, play around with the website. What type of training do you prefer? Self-paced? Do you prefer coaching? Do you want a little bit more hands-on? So just kind of see what works best for you. With the $39.99, you do have access to a group chat, and I'm in the chat, of course, and other people in the chat also help. So you want to think about that too, okay? It's another resource for you. Joanne says, yes, that's me. I'm shy. Yeah, that's why in our coaching sessions, though, I'm very, very hands-on. If your camera's on, hey, Joanne, what about such and such? Because I want y'all to get out of that shyness. We got to get out of that shyness. Closed mouths do not get fed, okay? No one's going to pay you normally just because you look good. What comes out of your mouth? What can you give? What can you provide? Okay, no shade, but I'm just saying, because I don't even know what y'all look like. I'm on YouTube. Y'all can see me, but I can't see you. And I always say that even with me. I said, people don't cut checks because you look good. You got to deliver the deliverables, okay? Let's see here. So Kim says, yes, I signed up for some of the signing services. I'm marketing myself with business cards by word of mouth. However, I felt discouraged because I didn't get any business. Yeah, Kim says, Kimmi, I'm an introvert. Therefore, my confidence level was down. Thank goodness I came across your YouTube videos. Now I'm in your course. I thought she was in the course, Kim. Yeah. So, yes. Yeah. So we're going to overcome some of that. Okay. We're going to help you. And your confidence, as you continue to grow in your knowledge, is going to come out. You're going to be like looking for something to notarize. The more and more you're going to be like, where that paper at? I got to notarize something for somebody. Okay. Joanne says, I'm really a hands-on person. Hi, Kimmi. Hey, June. What's going on? June is in the program. Yeah, so for hands-on, you may want to do the one-on-one, Joanne. It's just, again, are you going to probably need more after the one-on-one? Yeah, but you can always just join the one-on-one. I mean, coaching for $39.99 by itself is very cheap in the market. I mean, let's just be clear. So you could always do the one-on-one, and then also in addition to that, come back and just join for the coaching and still have access to the courses. It's not either or, you get everything. So, because I've had people say, well, Kimmi, I want to do the courses for the $39.99, but I don't want to do the coaching. That's okay. You can come and watch the videos. I'm not going to be mad at you. I offer the program the way I wrote it. So I realize that some people just want to look at the courses. Some people won't want to do the coaching. But the best way, I'm going to tell you guys, the best way to really maximize the use of your funds and to really grow your business is going to be to watch the videos and allow me to coach you, please. Can you imagine Simone Biles? I kind of talked about this a few weeks ago. Simone could watch YouTube videos, right? She can watch videos all day long of other gymnasts. All these different athletes can, right? But you have a coach, someone that can look at you, someone can teach you specifically, even though it's a group coaching. I can kind of feel where everybody's at. I can look at the screen. That's why I like the cameras on when we're coaching, if we can. Because I can see, is it clicking? Is it not? Who's not going to participate? Who do I need to call out their shell? So I'm pretty good at that kind of thing. I love teaching. So I'm not a teacher by trade, but I love teaching. So I've been blessed with that gift. And I love people. So if you do that, everything else, and even with you and your business, love the people, love the business, and it's going to happen. It's so funny. Me and my sister were somewhere recently. I don't remember where we were. And we were talking about that. You could tell the difference in someone that's passionate about their business versus someone that just has to do the business. So if I ask you guys, is Kimmi passionate about being a notary? What would be your answer? What's your answer? What is your answer? Do you guys think I'm passionate about being a notary? If I didn't get paid at all for what I do, would I still do it? What do you think? Tell me, is Kimmi passionate? I am. Peaches said, I like that. That's cute how she wrote that. Yep, I love it. All things notary. Before I lost my mom, she used to be like, girl, can you talk about something else? I miss my mommy, y'all. Passionate. Yes. Yes, I am. So you got to feel that in your own business too. And that will come with confidence. The more you know, the more you'll show, the more you'll show up and show out. What did your girl just say that? Okay, let's see what we got here. I said hi to Joan. Joanne says, yes, I'm trying to break out of the shyness. Yeah, and it's going to be hard. I'm not lying. I'm naturally, if you couldn't tell, I like talking to people. I'm not very shy. It's very few rooms that I enter, and I don't just be like, hey, girl, what's up? That's just me naturally. I believe I came out of my mama's stomach like that also. But that doesn't mean you cannot develop it. Okay. Hey, Jennifer. Hey. Yeah, it doesn't mean you cannot. Notary Down South says passionate. Hey, Leisha. Yeah, I love what I do. And I want you all also to, fall in love with the industry, fall in love with your craft, be a great notary. Let it exude from your heart. When you go to Chick-fil-A, 99% of the time, most of the time when you go to Chick-fil-A, they love being there. They hire the right people. Now, how they hire them, I don't know. Now, I got a few that I've been to, and I'm like, ooh, that's Chick-fil-A. But most of the time, how may I help you? My pleasure, right? They love what they do. And they must get paid well. I would say yes, because now you fell in love with training others. Yes. So it wasn't that I didn't like training others, Joanne. It was just that I didn't know how to do it effectively. When I say effectively, I'm saying I didn't know how to, because I've been on YouTube now 3.5 years almost, I think, about 3.5, almost 4. When I first started YouTube and I first started sharing what I knew, people would ask me, hey, can you be my mentor? I had that question all day long, and I shied away from mentorship because I knew what they really meant, okay? I had heard other people, they said, don't do mentorship. And I knew what they meant once I started actually interacting with the people. When people would ask me, hey, Kimmi, can you be my mentor? What they really were saying is, can you teach me the business? So it wasn't that I didn't want to teach them. I just didn't know how to effectively teach 50, 60, 70, 100 people, 1,000 people. I'm almost 20,000 here now on YouTube. I didn't know how to effectively do that and make it where it's not just they're paying me. They don't really have access. And again, I know what people really needed, and that's to learn the business. And there was no way for me to teach all 20,000 effectively, under the heading of, can you be my mentor? Now, there are people who play those kind of games. I do not. I'm in this business for longevity. So for me, I had to be able to bring something that could work for the people and work for me, where I wasn't on the phone 24/7, trying to teach somebody how to sign their name as a notary. No. So what I came up with was, after I realized people have been buying my courses and stuff, and they love the courses, but the price point sometimes for the package, like my big package is like, I think it's $468 for everything. And as the market started to change, period, I said, you know what, people need greater access to training, but not a lot of fluff, as we already talked about, but be able to get what they need and it be affordable for you. And yet I could still, I'm running a business, clearly. So I came up with, I'll let people have access to my trainings for $39.99. Okay. They were loving that. People were just buying the trainings by themselves for $39.99. But because I did say, if they're watching my trainings now, they're being taught the business, and I could just come in and kind of clean it up for them. That's where the coaching part came in. So they're watching my videos, they're learning accurately what to do. And now I can come in and kind of smooth out the edges, okay? So they might have been mistaken about this, but they watch Notarize Like a Pro. It's like, oh, okay, I know. And then we have our weekly sessions. Now we're just kind of cleaning it up, And that has been the perfect combination. Like Stacey Lattisaw, perfect combination. I don't want to sing because they might block me or something, YouTube. But it's been the perfect combination. So you can watch the estate and trust planning package training that I've already provided, and then I can come in and clean it up. And then as you get your first assignment, you can put in our group me chat and say, hey, Kimmi, can you DM me? Because I got a client and I don't know what to do. Now I can help you because you have a point of reference. I have a point of reference to even refer you to, right? But the average person, when I first started and they said, can you mentor me? What they meant was, can you teach me the business? I can't teach you the business in 5 minutes. I cannot teach you the business with a pick my brain or buy me a cup of coffee. People were doing all kind of stuff trying to get access to me. And I appreciate it. They were like, can I shoot you a Cash App? No, I would always say no. I've never let nobody shoot me a Cash App. Okay. I've been doing this for 5 years now. Never. Because I don't want your money like that. What I want you to do is know how to be a great notary. What I want you to do is learn the business. And that way, when I get here on live in my YouTube channel or wherever I'm at, you also come in the room and you could be like, yes, Kimmi's training is great. You can leave me a 5-star review. And then the next person will be able to also learn the business. Okay. So now I got the perfect combination and I'm able to say I truly enjoy coaching people, and it's not arduous. It's not hard. I don't feel like drained. I don't feel like all the other things. When people would just even ask me sometimes about mentorship before, I would be like overwhelmed. I'm like, oh, I know this person needs help, but I can't help you. I can't give you everything you need in a 10-minute phone call. I just cannot. So now we got the perfect combination. It's $39.99 per month, and your girl is here for you. So let's see. So I love that I fell in love with training others. That sounds so cute. I love it. Peaches said, remember mama from your video. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I miss my mama, girl. I miss my mom, my dad, all of them, all my family members, because I had a lot of deaths. For those of you who may be new, I lost my sister in 2019. I lost my dad in 2020, 3 months later. I lost her in December. I lost my dad in March. And then 2 years later, after that, I lost my mom. And then that was February. And then that May, we lost my father-in-law. So we have been through it, guys. We have been through it. But all that being said, I was so happy my mom got to see me do my business. And I even started my business because I was up there helping my sister in Michigan, and she was battling cancer. And a friend of hers came by and to visit her in the hospital. I was like, what you doing for work? And she's like, I'm a notary. I talk about it in my book. And just from that one question, again, I'm a talker naturally. And I said, what you doing for work? And she told me she was a notary. I said, girl, I've been a notary off and on for 20 years. What you talking about? A notary? You get paid for that? She was like, oh, yeah, people come to my house and da-da-da, whatever. And I was like, So that was in Michigan, where I'm from. So I come back home and I started doing my own research. And I was like, wait a minute, this is a thing. Okay. So I started doing my research, and about maybe I put it on the shelf for a little bit because my dad was ill. Then during COVID, I had nothing else to really do. So I said, let me pick up this notary thing again. So I finally, cracked the code, so to speak, because you couldn't find nobody talk about anything at that time. It was YouTubers out there, but people would give you just enough. They would never fill in the blank. It would be like everything you need, but the main ingredient is like, buy this or do this. And I was like, okay, I ain't doing all that. So I figured it out. Once I figured it out, and I did have one other person, I'll call him my mentor. He was the person that I hired to do some notary work for my parents. And he asked me about having my notary commission. I said, yeah, I got my commission. He was like, why don't you do anything with it? And I was like, And at that time, I was still kind of working at the hospital off and on. So I was impressed. So I said, I got it. And then I sat on it like most of you, just sitting on it. And then he was like, girl, you could be making some money. And I was like, wait a minute, that was the key word. So once he said that again, I started doing my own research. And then I realized, I'm like, okay, I got something here. So then I had to ask my husband, can I start a YouTube channel? I was like, Jeffrey, I want to start a YouTube channel. He was like, what you going to talk about? I said, notary. And he was like, really? I said, yeah. And he was not feeling it, mainly because, people can be so cruel on social media. And he just wasn't feeling that. He was like, yeah, no. So I was like, Jeffrey, I could do this. And then because I talk so much, he didn't know what I might talk about. So that was also frightening for him. He was like, what you gonna be talking about? So finally he agreed. It took me about 4 or 5 months to twist his arm. I typically, as married couple, if we don't agree on something, we usually can come together kind of quickly, you know. But this one with the YouTube, he was like, no, 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 and no, no, no. And I was like, yes, 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 and yes, yes, yes. So finally, like I said, he gave in, and I told him I'm going to talk strictly about notary. Strictly about notary. So that kept me out of trouble, y'all, because I can go there. So I don't do religion here. I don't do politics. I don't do none of that. No relationship stuff. I mean, occasionally, we talk about, like we're talking now, but in order to, I know I'm going way off topic, but we just sharing right now. So in order to put his mind at ease, I wasn't going to talk about anything crazy. See, I'm getting hot now because I'm talking crazy. I got to get back on topic or I might start talking about anything. So anyway, he let me do the channel, and I started out with just trying to share things with Georgia. And I realized very quickly, if you know how to notarize stuff, you notarize for all states. So I train all 50 states, not just in Georgia. I'm in Georgia. And if anything, it's a blessing that I'm in Georgia because I'm in an attorney state. So, if I know my stuff, I know your stuff, I can help you grow your business because I've been able to grow a business in an attorney state, which I was told was practically impossible. Okay. So don't let nobody tell you what you cannot do. Okay. They may not have been able to do it. Even now in my comments, sometimes people will put, well, how are you able to do ABC? And it's an attorney state. It's not always the letter of the law. You have to know how to work the law. Okay. For example, a few years ago, and I say this one quite frequently because this is a source of irritation for people. Hey, this was a source of irritation for people. Somebody paid $750 in taxes a few years ago while everybody else was paying thousands and thousands of dollars, right? They knew the tax code. You have to know how to read the code, okay? You have to know how to read it. So let's say hey to a few more people here. So Alicia says, I think you enjoy people, working in the business, and helping others. I do all of the above. Damascus says, hello, everybody. Hey, Damascus. Peaches is cracking up. Hey, Kimmi. What's going on, Notary World? Notary Down South says, I found you in 2021. I remember you said you used to say keeping it real. Yes, I did. I had to change the channel, girl, because Jeff was going to kill me on that one. When I first started, I called it Keeping It Real with Kimmi. That's what it was going to be called, Keeping It Real. Girl, you are so funny. How do you remember that? Oh, my God. Notary Down South been rocking with us from day one, though. For real. Day one. That is so funny. I used to call it when I first started, and I thought that was so cute. I was like, Keeping It Real with Kimmi. My very first video, one or two, because I didn't know what to call it at first. And I said, you know what? It's going to be about notary life. And that's what that's what I end up showing you, my life as a notary. And that's my real life. I did a job today. I don't film nearly as much as I used to. I need to get back into that though, like day in the lives and stuff. But I will. So how can I help you though? Let's get back on you before I get in trouble. Damascus, what's going on? Welcome everybody. So what other questions? Damascus is also in the coaching. What else can we help you with? Let's see. Notary World. Cute name too. I like that. Notary World. Notary World says, hey, Kimmi, what part of your business is doing great? GNW, apostilles, fingerprinting, or loan signings? I haven't been doing very many ink fingerprintings. So let's talk about ink fingerprinting. So to answer your question, first of all, I do all three the most. I do all three: general notary, apostilles, and loan signings. I don't do them equally. I don't have nearly as many apostilles as I would like. I would like more apostille work. It is growing though. It is growing. And I'm very grateful for that because I'm learning it. I think some of why my apostille work has not taken off the way I wanted it to because I was just scared to death. If you started watching in 2021-ish, no, I think it was 2022, 2023. Every year, first of the year, my goal is I want to learn apostilles. I want to learn apostilles. I want to learn apostilles. And I finally started learning apostilles, right? And then I started going next level with apostilles. So now I'm doing a lot of stuff with it that I wasn't doing before. For example, I just did my first federal one. If you didn't see that video. Oh, you know what? I didn't post it yet. I started talking about it, but I didn't post the actual results. See, I got videos I ain't even put out yet. But I did my first federal and I opened it live. Well, not live. I opened it on the video. I'm going to upload the video. But I opened it and it came back okay. And I was so ecstatic. So I did my first federal. So around here, Angela's our expert when it comes to apostilles. We call them level 1, level 2, level 3. Level 1 is your run of the mill, and that's just your local state, right? Number 2 can also be included within the state, and it's a hey country. That means the United States and these other countries have these agreements where, hey, you give us your docs, and we'll take your docs with a special seal on it. Higher level of authentication. Then you have the level 3, which I have not did yet, and that's when it's non-Hague. That takes a whole nother little situation. So this is not the platform right now for that, because it can be kind of intense, but the more comfortable I feel with them, I get more requests. It's so funny. So I've been doing translation services. So to answer your question in order, what am I doing? In order, I do general notary work the most, which is my favorite. I am doing loan signings because I do loan modifications. I still do a lot of sellers packages, buyers packages. I work with signing companies. I get a lot of direct work from my Google page. Number 3 would be apostilles. Number 3 is going to be apostilles / translation services. Okay. Translation services, for those of you who may be new, is just that. I don't speak all these different languages, French, German, whatever. However, somebody may need a document translated and they call me as a notary. They call notaries for everything. I do a lot of car inspections now too. Field inspection work. I do that. So I do everything in order for my business to be profitable. I'm not just a one-trick pony. I don't just do general notary. I don't just do apostilles. I don't just do loan signing. Now, if I could just do apostilles, then I wouldn't mind being a one-trick pony, because apostilles pay very well. Okay. I could do one apostille job and not have to do 3 general notary jobs. Okay. But again, I do everything because I just want my business to be profitable. So I don't not do any one part of the business. Okay. I work with signing companies. Some people don't like working with them. They say they don't pay. Hey, if you cutting checks, I'm taking them. So signing companies do cut checks. So I work with signing companies. I work with direct people. That means they call me direct without the signing company. I charge more. I did a loan. What was that? A seller's package recently. I charged them $175, and they paid it without blinking. Yep. They couldn't get anybody to do the job. The girl was open. She said, I know it's late. I'm like, that's okay. I'm still open. And if I'm not open, I'm going to be open. And I work all hours too, you know. I'm not 24/7. I technically close at 8, but if you need me at 8:30, I will be there. Okay. So let's see. Let's get back to some of our comments here. We said hey to Damascus. And again, shout out to Notary Down South. She's been with us since day 1. Okay. Day 1. Notary World says, I'm in Cali. Since I'm a paralegal, I can do legal document preparations for estate planning, bankruptcy, divorces. Yes. Yeah, I don't do any document preparation. Now, I do. How do I put this? I am an immigration specialist. Okay. I don't talk about that a lot because it's just most people ain't nowhere near ready for it. I don't like it. For me personally, I don't like the role. Okay. But I am an immigration specialist. Within that, I do have special bonding that I pay for through the state of Georgia. The state of Georgia recognizes me in that role. I also took the immigration training from the National Notary Association. Marcel is in the house. She's also an OG with Notary Educators. Hey, Marcel. She's one of our homies. So yeah, I am an immigration specialist. So I tell you that because occasionally I will get people that will bring me a document that needs to be like a reference letter or something like that. Certain things I feel comfortable doing, but I don't typically prepare documents, and I don't encourage other people unless you have, like you said, paralegal, your state allows you to. But the average notary be very careful about document preparation, because you do not want it to come back on you. Okay. We have some new people that joined us. Welcome everybody. Let me know if you got any questions about your business. Where are you in your business? So for those of you who may be just joining us, I did recap earlier the different training options that we have. Is the self-paced courses, of course. You can still purchase those, but the main thing I'm focusing on now is the business coaching, which is all access to all of my trainings. You also get weekly coaching sessions. There's a private chat for $39.99 per month, and it has been going amazing. And a lot of you need that extra push. You need real life coaching. And I know you're being told, well, just read your handbook. That'll teach you. It won't. It won't. It will not. There's no other way for me to say it. I'm not trying to be negative Nancy. I'm not trying to make you take my training. I'm not trying to make you join coaching. Your handbook alone is not going to give you real life. I have people that take the NNA training. 99% of the people that we work with that take the NNA training, they still have to come to us to break it down in regular English. I don't know if you guys ever saw, now I'm going to date myself a little bit, but like if you've ever watched Sanford and Son or one of those shows, and this cop, he would try to talk to Fred. He would tell Fred stuff like, such and such and such and such. And Fred be like looking at the other cop. He like, what did he say? He didn't understand him. It was Greek. So it's the same thing in the notary space. I give you real life practical training based on what I've seen, based on what I know, based on what I have did or done in these notary streets. Okay. So what else is going on? So Joanne says I most definitely need it. Yeah. So check it out. Again, you can cancel at any time. So it's up to you. You need to cancel though. So for example, if you sign up today, it's the 2nd, and you decide, you know what, hey, this just isn't for me. I don't need it, whatever. You just need to cancel before the 2nd of the following month. Okay. All right. What other questions do we have? I will start wrapping up because it is nice outside and your girl needs to go walk. I gained 10 pounds, y'all. I gained 10 pounds. We're going to talk a little bit because I got a few seconds. Okay, here we go. So I went live. I have 3 YouTube channels for those of you who did not know. I have 3 channels. This is my primary channel, Notary Life with Kimmi. But you know, once you get the YouTube bug, you got the YouTube bug. And again, I told you I'm a talker, right? So I started another channel. It's called Healthy Life with Kimmi. What else would it be called? So there I document my weight loss journey, which is Weight Watchers is what I'm doing. So your girl since April has gained 10 pounds. 10! And I'm so upset about it. So anyway, that being said, I'm getting back on track. I have already been on track. If I wasn't doing Weight Watchers, I probably would have gained like 20, 25. Quite real talk. I lost a total of 27. So I've gained 10 back. So I'm still down 17, which I feel good, right? But I was feeling amazing. Carrying around an extra 10 pounds is like carrying a 10-pound baby. That's what I've been comparing it to, 10-pound baby. So I've got to get this 10 pounds back off. So it's still daylight out. So I am going to go and walk in a moment because I know it's a lot of people at the park. So I'm going to go up there and get my walk on for a few minutes. But what else did we have before I head out? You got like 2 minutes. Anything else? Because I saw we had a few people join us. Notary World says do do 10,000 steps a day. It's about 5 miles. You can do it. Here we go. Let's see. Okay. My internet looked like it went out for a minute. So Notary World says do 10,000 steps a day. It's all about 5 miles. You can do it. You will be unrecognizable in 3 months. I know. So I don't usually do that many. I usually do about maybe 30 minutes. I need to get better about that. I was going every day. Joanne says, thank you so much for the information. I am sold. Have a great evening. Okay. Thank you, Joanne. I'll see you soon. Okay. All right, Peaches. All right, guys. Well, thank you, Notary World, for the tip. I will try to increase those steps. I am going to head out, everyone. But again, I do thank you on behalf of Notary Life with Kimmi here on YouTube, Notary Educators Training Team, and all things notary. Check out notaryeducatorsllc.com. And I do hope to see you over in the coaching program, okay? Well, until next time, go back and catch the replay if you missed it. And it has been my pleasure. Bye, guys. I will post this everywhere, so hopefully you can catch it later. Bye. Enjoy your Monday. Thank you again for listening to the Notary Life with Kimmi podcast. We would love to be a part of your notary journey. Please visit us at notaryeducatorsllc.com for all of your notary training needs. Also, please feel free to join the Notary Life with Kimmi YouTube channel, where Kimmi has over 400 videos that will help you to grow and build a successful notary business. Until the next episode, we wish you much success on your journey. Bye.